Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 9. This will go from April 15th to April 21st. This video will contain the discussion board prompt as well. So you can look over the agenda and the objectives here. There are 5 quizzes for this week that are all due on Sunday, April 21st. And what I really want to concentrate is on the discussion board prompt. You're going to oppose and refute. So let's open it up. And we'll come back to these. These are the same as week 7. You've already seen these before, but let's open up the board, the discussion board prompt. Excuse me. So in last week's discussion board, you decided on social class for Mama and Atticus. Perfect. Now this discussion board, you're going to say, based on your findings from last week, who is of a higher social class, Atticus or Mama? Okay, so it may be kind of obvious, but this is for practice for opposing and refuting. So decide which one you think is from a higher class. This will be your pro. So if you think Atticus is from the higher class, he is your pro. Then the other person will be your con. So for my example, my con would be Mama. All right, and now you're going to write an opposing refuting based on your pro and your con. So if we're going, if Mama is my con, I will show you that when I get to the topic sentence. So these are the same videos that you watched last week. You're going to refer to those as well. You also may be able to use the quotes or the information that you cited last week in this week's discussion board prompt. That's fine. The purpose of this is to oppose and refute, because we're going to get into a research paper in a couple weeks and you're going to have to oppose and refute a lot. Okay, so requirements: 3 in-text citations, 1 from each of the videos. Actually, I misspoke. So there are 3 in-text citations, 1 from each of the novels. So when you give the context, and then 1 from the videos here. You can use more if you want, but again, do not string together quotes or outside sources. Remember, this should be more of your writing, not what other people say. That's where ICE comes into it. Make sure you're introducing, citing, and then explaining in your own words. This way, the quotes or the outside sources mesh well with your own words, your own tone. Okay, so here 3 in-text citations. Again, if you want to use the ones you used in the last week's discussion board, I'm okay with it. Required format, it's the same format as you did for logos and pathos for Nike. Remember my lead, so I want this done this way. Exactly. Bold the section headers here, and then bullet or just write in what you think these answers are, and use the clue words and highlight those in yellow from the other text, which I'll go to. But before I go there, some students last week were saying opposing views may claim that logos has more persuasion in the Nike ad, period. Okay, so that's okay, but then if you're going to say that your topic sentence is logos, all I think, or all your readers are going to think about, is that you're talking about logos only. But you're not, because this is an opposing and refuting, so you have to bring in the pro as well. So opposing views may claim that logos is more persuasive in the Nike ad than pathos. Now I know you're going to talk about logos and pathos. So my point here is make sure that when you're up here, if you're saying Atticus, Atticus is your pro, so start with Mama. So say many people may argue that Mama is a higher class than Atticus is, or something like that. Then you know Mama is the con, Atticus is the pro. If your topic sentence lists both, then I know, or your readers will know, that you're going to talk about both. So my point is, don't say Mama is a higher class. Mama is from a higher class, period. What do I think this paragraph is going to be about? Solely Mama. So make sure you're bringing in the pro and the con. And I'll talk about this more later when we do the research paper. All right, so follow this here, have your work cited, and I think that's good. And remember, let me go back here. You can use well, there's 2 things I want to do here. Excuse me, guys, sorry about that. So remember, the opposing and refuting paragraph is in a larger essay. So right now what we're really doing is here, model A. Okay, so think here, if we were talking about pro being Atticus, this would be Atticus is from a higher class, or first, Atticus is from a higher class because. Second, Atticus. Third, Atticus. Topic sentence, only about Atticus, Atticus, Atticus. Here, now you're going to bring in mama, so the topic sentence will contain mama, and then you're going to refute it back to Atticus, so mama and Atticus would be here. Now, if some students like to do this here, which I do, especially if I have enough information to refute each point. So counter argument one and refutation or refuting. If you're going to bring the counter argument and then you're going to refute, again, this topic sentence would contain mama and Atticus, mama and Atticus, mama and Atticus. If it doesn't, if you just talk about mama here, your reader is going to think, oh, this paragraph's only about mama. My point here is make sure your topic sentences are the umbrella. They cover exactly what the paragraph's going to talk about. If they don't, and you bring in other information, you're off topic. It's irrelevant. It's not falling underneath that umbrella, which is your topic sentence. Okay, and then down here are the clue words, the transition words you can use to help you along when you're refuting for the 4 sections. All right, and then highlight them so I know that you know what you're using. Are you going to do this when you get out of my class? No. However, if it helps you when you're writing for higher level college courses, do this. I get A's in all of my writing, and I do follow this, okay? All right, everybody, good luck. Bye.